27 years. That number is not just a statistic, it's a generation of Knicks fans who grew up watching this team, like myself, lose in ways that seemed architecturally designed to break your spirit. Things like Patrick Ewing's Achilles, the Stephon Marbury era, the 17-win season, the Dolan years, and then last night it all ended. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. It's not just going, they swept the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-0 in dominant fashion. They've now won 11 consecutive playoff games, and in doing so, they joined a club of just 4 teams in NBA history. This is not a lucky run, this is architecture, and today we break it all down. Let's start with the Atkinson protocol because it tells you everything about the structural mismatch in this series. So after game 1, when the Knicks erased a 22-point fourth quarter deficit, one of only 2 times in playoff history that has ever happened, Kenny Atkinson stood at the podium and said, quote, "Analytically, we won." By game 4, the Cavaliers had lost by 37 points, and this was never a coaching story, this was a tactical ceiling story. The Knicks ran the Brunson-Harden switch action relentlessly throughout the series. Cleveland's defensive floor had no answer. Donovan Mitchell, as well, a 27-point per game scorer, was pretty much neutralized by the rotation that Mike Brown put out there. Now here's the historical context that puts this 11-game run into its proper frame. The 2017 Warriors ran 15 straight and won the title. The 1999 Spurs ran 12 straight and won the title. The 2001 Lakers matched 11 and won the title as well. 3 teams, 3 championships. The blueprint does not lie. Now here's where the surgical precision of this analysis matters most, because who the Knicks face in the finals changes the tactical architecture completely. If it's the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, we are staring at one of the most historically symmetrical matchups in NBA Finals history. The last time the Knicks went to the finals was 1999, and their opponent, guess who? The San Antonio Spurs, led by a generational big man, Tim Duncan, on his rookie contract. 27 years later, the Knicks are back in this position, and the Spurs may be led by another generational big man on his rookie contract. That series ended in a Spurs gentleman's sweep, 4-1, but this Knicks team is not that Knicks team. There's no torn Achilles here, the defensive floor is different, the depth is different, and the architectural blueprint is more complete than anything that the 1999 roster ever had. Now, if our next opponent is the Oklahoma City Thunder, a younger, more explosive team with SGA running the offense, the challenge shifts from length to pace. The Knicks would need to control tempo, cut transition opportunities, and lean on playoff-tested experience as the decisive edge. Either way, the Knicks bring the most important thing into a finals series: momentum, health, and institutional belief. There are 3 structural pillars and 3 reasons that this run does not stop here. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns' precision architecture. Through the Eastern Conference Finals, Cat was disciplined. He had fewer forced ISOs, more high-low synchronization with Jalen Brunson, and when he operated with the tactical framework, the Knicks outscored Cleveland by double digits in 3 of 4 games. Against Wemby's length or Holmgren's mobility, that same precision is the difference between neutralizing a generational big and giving one of them open looks in the paint. Second is OG Anunoby's defensive floor. His hamstring was the wild card throughout this series, and with 8 days of rest before game 1 of the finals, the Knicks get back the defensive anchor who changes how every opponent builds their offensive architecture. A fully healthy OG on the perimeter is a matchup problem that no finals team has solved this postseason. And third and most important is Jalen Brunson. The surgical architecture of his game was built for exactly this stage. Late clock, high leverage, and maximum pressure. In 11 consecutive wins, Brunson has been the most efficient closer in the entire field. The finals is not where this blueprint gets tested, it's where it was always designed to operate. And what made last night even more special than it already was is Walt Clyde Frazier, one of the greatest Knicks of all time and 2-time Knicks champion, walked onto the floor in Cleveland and placed the Eastern Conference Championship trophy in the hands of this team, along with another Knicks all-time great, Patrick Ewing. And Mike Breen, who has broadcasted Knicks basketball for nearly 3 decades, said this in the booth, quote, "I've been rooting for the Knicks since I've been 7 years old." That is not just a sports moment, this is what 27 years of institutional belief looks like when it finally gets rewarded. That is what the architecture was always building toward. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals, 11 wins in and 0 losses allowed, 4 wins away from forever. The full finals matchup breakdown, opponent by opponent, rotation by rotation, drops the moment that series is set. In the comments, who are you taking in the finals and in how many games? Spurs fans, OKC fans, you've got the floor too. Stay locked in, the blueprint is not finished, it's just entered its final phase. And as always, it's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.